Walker. Yes, we are still here. We're still here. Which is a good thing, really, because I'm feeling like, you don't need to rush people's lives, because whatever the answers are going to be, they're going to affect Megan's life, they're going to affect Tory's life in a sense. I do want to say something that was interesting to me today that I seen on the news even before I made it down here, and that was that, again, even though, because some people was like, well, Megan, you don't see her, but Megan's here. Megan is here in the midst of, through other folks. Megan is here through the midst of attorneys. Megan is here because they're watching this case. And at least on ABC, Good Morning America, they were talking about that they are looking at suing bloggers that did misinformation. So I'm like, oh, okay. So, you know what I'm saying? They like the police. They all on Instagram and social media too, looking to see what's what. But, so justice for Megan, justice for Megan. I do believe Megan when Megan says that Tory shot her. I don't get in all particular because I have seen that this defense attorney, Tory's defense attorney, he can switch stuff around. He took the apologies and turned them around to mean a whole nother thing. But the prosecution did good in the closing arguments because, because she talked about when they had the recording of Tory from jail talking to Kelsey, if Kelsey had done something too, or even if they were in together, he would have been like, okay, well, why did we do this? Or why, you know what I'm saying? But he didn't do that. He was apologizing to Kelsey. Because remember, he beat the crap out of Kelsey, and then he also threatened to shoot Kelsey, is what Kelsey told us on the recording from September 2022. And then you got to remember that then Tory shot Megan Thee Stallion, allegedly. Okay, so he's very sorry, very, very sorry. And then they got a text where he sent to Megan saying he's sorry. So he's on the apology tour. He's telling everybody, I'm sorry, type thing. Now they're trying to blame Kelsey for everything now, which is interesting to me. I don't know, very interesting. But again, and here's the whole thing. With this jury, all you got to do is just put some form of doubt in the mind. That's all you got to do is come up with a good story and put a doubt in it. And basically, that's what Tory's defense has done. It don't have to be the truth. He's just putting in there a very good story. A very, very good story. And there you go, So then that makes the jury be like, well, did he or did he? What did he do? Get to thinking, So at this point, I really don't know. Right now the jury is deliberating. They did have questions about Sean Kelly's testimony. They wanted to know that because again, Sean Kelly did not say he's seen a gun. He did say that he's seen Tory with an object and seen a flash. He did say that he's seen 3 people beating up on Megan, and there was a ocean, lake, or pond or something there that he thought they were going to push her over in and kill her. So again, we thank God that Megan Thee Stallion is alive. Different people going by and waving them. And again, justice for black women. We've been talking about the black woman thing so much. People have turned that around and started saying, yeah, we want justice for the black. But yeah, not that justice y'all talking about. We're talking about the justice for the black women. That again, and women overall, because a lot of times women overall, they don't believe. Y'all just seen her case where, they didn't believe her. Basically, because she was a woman. Now add the black woman onto the piece. Yeah, they not, people got 1,000, then they attack Megan. I mean, some of the stuff they're attacking Megan on has nothing to even do with the case. I just be like, and then Bureau, because I'm just like, okay, now we all can have our own mindset, because, I'm like, yes, I'm here to support Megan, and I'm here about the black woman piece, about this is why black women don't like to come out, and even the prosecutor talked about that. That's why the prosecutor was like, if it was Kelsey, Megan would have had no problem saying that it was Kelsey, but she knew it's a challenge saying a black man shot her. She knew the attack was going to come on, even in our own black community. Black people, which as they have done to Megan, some of them, I don't know, because Megan does have a big support, I'm a supporter, of her and stuff. So, it's just very interesting, you know what I'm saying? But even the prosecutor talked about, the challenge of a woman and then a black woman coming out about, what a black man has done to, and I do like how the prosecutor did go back and did talk about how popular Megan is. Because I was like, when he was sitting there talking about, oh, and Tory is so big, I was like, what world are you in? He might be big now because this case helped put his name out there. And again, I have nothing against Tory, you know what I'm saying? But again, they're bringing all this stuff into the case. You know what I'm saying? They're mentioning these type of things. So I'm just like, But the bigger piece is that Megan Thee Stallion got shot. Megan says Tory shot her. I believe Megan. And I don't care how people spin, and our boys and some spinning going on. You know, they want it to be that, you know, people don't want to face the fact that Tory shot Megan, allegedly. So people have so many different scenarios, and the defense is riding off on them all. You know, I hear people talk to the defense, and he just riding off on them all. I think every story everybody out here in this hall wouldn't have told me to roll off of it. But, and the bigger piece again too is the black woman piece, because this is also like a domestic violence case in a sense, right? You know, and it's just really sad. It's sad, but you know, I like, again, like I've told y'all, how Megan, she's went on with her life. Megan is still doing, that's what you're supposed to do, Megan. You don't let this stop you from moving about and doing what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Right. You keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what they come back with. But, you know, I know if they come back with a not guilty, it don't mean he's not guilty. It just means the defense did a good job at, you know, giving them doubt. That's what the defense did, you know, because again, he even said it. If you feel there's even a little bit of doubt, then you have to say that there's different people passing by, so I'm just smiling, being friendly. But you have to say, what's the lady remind? Because I kept saying without a doubt, but she was like, no, reasonable doubt. And I was like, okay. But anyway, and then there's 3 counts. So there's different stuff going on as well. It's not just, you know, did you shoot, you know, or however they're wording that. But, and again, no, I'm not trying to see anybody in jail. But at the same time, Tory shot Megan Thee Stallion, allegedly. And you can't just run around shooting people. I don't care how mad you get. And then I really believe he was selective in his shooting, because I believe if Kylie or a white woman or somebody had said something about his music or didn't want him to stay with Kyle, whatever, he wouldn't have got so mad and shot. You know, you get mad. There's nothing wrong with getting mad. You have the right to get mad. But you don't have the right to shoot people and hurt other people. That part, you know, because again, you'll hear a lot of stuff. We're going to make this and make that. And then I like the point, like I've told y'all, I've heard people say, that you have to remember that a victim doesn't have to be innocent. You know, they don't have to have this innocent life. And I'm not saying that Megan don't have it, well, none of us are perfect, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, I say that to say, because so many people have so many stories on, well, Megan did this, and Megan said this, and then Megan did, Again, nothing has nothing to do with the case. So, we'll see, y'all, but they're deliberating right now. And we'll see. You know, I pray and give it to God. You know, God may give Tory a chance and be like, okay, don't shoot nobody else. You know, allegedly. You know, and again, I don't know Tory, so, you know, blessings are doing different things. But I am for consequences being done. If you shot Tory, I mean, if Tory shot Megan, and Megan said Tory shot Megan, allegedly, so therefore Tory needs to get a consequence. Now I think I've discussed with you, I'm not really going to 22 years. I think that's excessive, you know. If I'm not mistaken, the one kid that shot and killed all the people in the church, I think he only got 6 years, which means he may be out in like 3. I don't know. I may not have my numbers right, so don't start quoting. But I'm just saying, you know, and that's not lessening, you know, Megan or anything. But that goes almost back to the critical justice reform. 22 years, that's a little bit, I don't know, maybe they're looking at the head do have or something of the sort. So then what's that, 10, 12 years? And then it's something about good time that then you still learn. So sometimes I've learned that they put the numbers high because the person is not going to do nowhere near those numbers. The person is going to end up doing, so they say 22, but then you do half. of the time, and then you do the good time. And again, I don't know a lot about jail, so I'm just going about what I've heard different people say. And then 80% good time. So that action might take 22 years down to 7 years, 8. So maybe that's why they're looking at that, because they feel like you got to start up here, and I think that's just the maximum. I don't think that may not even be where they start. It could, I don't know, but I see how it can break down. But anyway, so I'm your girl, Michelle Hope Walker. No, I don't like seeing anybody go to jail. No, I don't like seeing our black men go to jail. But a black man can't shoot a black woman. Just duh. You know, and for any of you all that think that's okay, you wrong. You wrong. You are so wrong. We have got to get out of this as a culture, thinking that it is okay for people to do stuff to black women, then blame the black woman for what the other person did to them. And then, like I said, out of all of this, so allegedly, Tory beat the crap out of Kelsey and threatened to shoot her, did shoot Megan, and then turned around and blamed Kelsey. So let's break it down this way with the race. Okay, so allegedly, Tory beat the crap out of a black woman, threatened to shoot a black woman, shot one black woman. Then Tory turned around and blamed the black women for what he did. I don't think Tory would do that with no other race of women. And again, I'm not saying you need to be shooting nobody. You're not supposed to be shooting nobody. You know, so again, you know, I love you white people and all the races. Y'all know I love everybody. I got everybody in my family, so I'm good. You know, on that. You know, I love everybody. But when we were talking about the race factor, so I got to put it, because I didn't do it, y'all. Society put up these totem poles. They say the rich white man is up here. They give him the best customer service. He get justice. And the black woman is all the way down. Y'all see the little stocking, my Christmas stocking. Down there. Because we don't always get the best customer service. They follow us around in the store thinking we're going to steal something. When we just walk up on the scene, they looking like, oh, black girl. You know, I'm like, what in the world's going on? You need to open your mouth. I'm like, I ain't got to tell you all the degrees I got. I ain't got to no, and I refuse to. I'm not going to justify myself to fall. I don't have to do that. Like I say, you know, we are the most provenest people. Black people gotta always prove themselves. Other people can walk on the scene who are not black, and people just automatically assume they good people. Especially white people. Y'all can walk up on the scene and y'all can do whatever y'all want. As a matter of fact, y'all really have to do something bad for anybody to criticize y'all or get on y'all about everything. Black people, just your body there, you ain't saying a word, and they just all of a sudden get suspicious of you. So now I ain't saying everybody, but I'm saying when that really matters, when it's police and when it's security people, or when it's people calling the police on you for no reason. What they say, hashtag black people doing normal things, but getting the cops called on them for just doing normal. You know what I'm saying? So but now a black man can't just go shooting black women. You know what I'm saying? A black woman and just get away with it. I'm for, you know, justice and stuff. But also somewhere in the middle, they need to include anger management classes. And they need to, I don't know, go over with him that Tory, people may talk about you. I really heard Tory, so I don't know what it sounds like. But again, I respect everybody's artistry, because artistry is like subjective. You know what I'm saying? Different people like different things. You know what I'm saying? But for him, since they said this is one of the highlights that he got so upset about, that, you know, people need to go over with him about somebody may say some bad stuff about your music. This is how you hit. But see, this is why I say selective, because I'm sure there's been people that have said certain things about Tory Lanez that Tory didn't pull out no gun and shoot them. Allegedly. You know what I'm saying? So, and again, good things I can say about him. Well, like I said, I mean, of course, right here, he's been, you know, from what I'm saying, a good person. But I mean, of course, going to be a good person in court. You know, he know all these cameras and watch him from the time he get out that car until, and, you know, bless his heart, I assume he's a good father. They bring the baby out the car when they go in, and then the baby with him when they go out. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So I'm assuming he could, I mean, I don't know. It could all be for sure. I don't know, you know. But, and I know between the Texas and him calling from the jail, he kept saying he had been drinking. But even if you've been drinking and drunk, you still got enough sense to know you don't shoot folks. You know what I'm saying? As far as the other stories, y'all, I don't know. I mean, y'all have to go to the other bosses. I don't know. All I know is that Megan Thee Stallion said that Tory Lanez, a.k.a. Daystar Peterson, shot her. I believe Megan. And so we're going to see And again, I'm put allegedly. So as far as allegedly on Tory, because you got to say this, Tory shot Megan allegedly, I guess, because I don't know. You said some of my people come back and sue you for saying something, but you say allegedly. They're supposed to, because I don't know, allegedly. Okay, but anyway, so we're gonna see what the jury gonna do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna underestimate the jury. I can say that I already know at least one, because there's a lot of starstruckness around here. You know what I'm saying? And maybe it's just because I work with celebrities a lot and I have celebrity friends that, again, I still would tell people, I respect your music. I respected it up, But now if they've done something wrong, don't get me wrong. Even if I know that I might still support them, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't going to walk around with they ain't doing, you know what I'm saying? But, so I know, but I feel like I know for sure it seemed like one juror is for Tory, ride or die. And from what I'm understanding, all of the jurors got to come together and say we agree. Which then makes me wonder when it says, okay, if they have any doubt or reason, blah, blah. But don't get me wrong, now the prosecution, to me, did good. They showed evidence. The prosecution didn't get up there and talk like a lot of times the defense did. The defense just took evidence was presented and switched it around, gave a new story to it. But actually, it was the prosecution pretty much that brought majority of the evidence through the testimonies, and through, a lot of different things. I'm not saying the defense is bringing it, but the prosecution brought a lot. And so between text messages, between Kelsey, right when it happened, text and said, help, Tory just shot Megan, 911. You know what I'm saying? Who's just going to text that if that didn't happen? You know what I'm saying? Right after. And it's Tory that went on the apology tour that they got the recording from jail of that, and then they got the text message that he texted Megan, and then they even got a social media post where somebody was blaming Kelsey somewhere throughout this, and Tory's verified blue check account said that's not true or something like that. They were blaming somebody else on social media, was blaming Kelsey, and then Tory's blue check verified account said that's not true. Kelsey didn't shoot Megan. Now, I know the defense is trying to argue that, Tory might have other people handling his account, but still, it was his people that checked that. Even if somebody else is handling your account, they're still putting out the messages you want them to put out. So the handler, whether it was Tory or whether it was whoever he had doing his social media, put out that Kelsey did not shoot Megan. So, like I said, y'all, you can look at different stuff, figure out, but you got to watch what people are saying, because I'm telling you, people are putting a spin to this like no other. I just listen to it. I just listen. I'm like, okay. And some of them feel the same way, but that's fine. But see, for me, I'm like, have your own feelings and thoughts on what you think about the case. We all got feelings and thoughts. Yeah. But, but my thing is, whatever you want to call it, have that. And I respect your own thoughts. I mean, I agree with them, but I respect your own thoughts and feelings. And you don't even have to respect mine, but yet you're not gonna you have to watch people trying to bully you and trying to make you believe the way. No. I got my own mind. Y'all know me out there. I've always had my own mind. You ain't gotta agree with me. No, that's fine. You ain't gotta watch the rest of the video. Click it off and go do something. Alright, y'all, so I'm your girl, Michelle Hope Walker. But y'all know I am a rapper, singer, comedian's hard out here for a black chick comedian, actress, civil rights leader, yes. 2016 United States of America presidential candidate, black woman. So that's where the black woman piece really come in for me, because I'm a black woman. So yes, I cheered on the prosecution. Yes, when they went by, I'm like, good job. I'm like, thank you. Yes, because they are representing a black woman, and a lot of times people don't even want to represent a black woman, let alone get out there and do a good job. And I know some of you are like, well, that's their job. But still, they are actually doing their job, because they could just be sitting down and just letting defense just have the case and do. No, they are really fighting for Megan Thee Stallion. Now, another attorney, which I guess is Megan Thee Stallion, Megan Pete's main attorney, Alex, Shapiro or something like that, but he was saying that yes, Tory shot Megan, and yes, he believes that the jury will find that to be so. And then he also said that bloggers putting out misinformation, that the case ain't done, because they gonna be suing them and coming after them. Y'all know. I don't know, y'all. I'm just saying. I'm just telling you what they say. Google Alex Shapiro. I don't know. Take that up with them. But anyway. So Megan Thee Stallion, I support you. Justice for Megan Thee Stallion. So right now we're just waiting for the jury to come back and give us the answer. Like I said, and again, at the end of the day, like I tell y'all, I give it to God, because God knows what's what. God done seen everything, you know. So I'm not going to get too caught up on, you know. And then we all got to keep living our lives, you know, even after this case, you know. But, you know, God will call us to take part in certain, you know, issues or certain things, which, you know, everybody, you know, has their issue, their thing that they feel like they need to be right there to be taken a part in, you know. But so I'm just praying, you know. I pray for Megan, and I pray for the prosecution. I pray, you know, for Claire. I pray for the defense. I pray for everybody, you know, that God's seen everything, so God has the last say. God has the last say. But I still feel, you know, but we're still expected to stand up for folks and stand up for positions that we believe in, and regardless of, you know, what ended up coming back. We still were supposed to do what we needed to do, you know. But God has the last say, you know. And at the end of the day, and like I said, we don't know sometimes when God does certain things. So again, the jury can come, and they keep saying it's 3 counts. So I guess they're going to divide different, you know, y'all can Google all what the counts are. But anyway, so I'm your girl, Michelle Hope Walker. Justice for Megan Thee Stallion. And this date is December 22nd, 2022. I like to date these videos. All right, God bless.